Okay, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachahakodash. Double honor to the elders, the great millstone, who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakariim, Shah Yash Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. And we almost out of here. We got a few more prophecies to take place, but we down to months. Akim, this is a very, very exciting time, but a desperate time for the enemy. The enemy knows he's about to fall. The enemy is Esau and the rest of the heathens. They know they about to fall. And like the scripture tell you in Revelations 12, this man is about to come down with great wrath. I got a few videos I'm gonna show, and then let you know, people are starting to figure out that they being heavily surveilled. The surveillance is that serious right now. Esau is keeping his eye on everything. He's looking for the elect. Esau is looking and listening and tuning in on a whole nother scale with these phones, your cars spying on you, your television, your smart watch. That's why it's not good to have all these gadgets, but it's no way of getting out of it right now, because we are in the hand of this devil, so we got the Holy Spirit and we got Yahweh Shah as protection. So behind the scenes, the Lord working all kind of things in our favor. But this devil is very scared because of what he's seeing in space, what he knows that's in the earth. He know the men of the Lord are here in the earth. And he's very nervous about losing his rulership. He doesn't want this switch to happen. The birthright belongs to us. The blessings belong to us. The kingdom of heaven belongs to us. And they are highly upset, and they about to make these moves. And one thing they're gonna do is they're gonna hunt your steps. This is Psalms 37 verse 3 NLT. Trust in Yahweh and do good. Then will you live safely in the land and prosper. And the Lord's gonna make sure that his elect is eating, they're protected, their families are protected. The Lord's elect make it out of here through all the thick and all the thin. So our job is to trust, because this man is about to make moves, and the people in the world are finally noticing that something ain't right, that something is going on, because they being tracked down too. Take delight in Yahweh, and he will give you your heart's desire. Commit everything you do to Yahweh. Trust him, and he will help you, and that's the elect. We got the names, Yahweh, the name Yahweh Shah, and we say hopeful elect too, because we prisoners of hope. So we got the names, we understand the prophecies, we understand that this man loses in the end. We understand how thick it's about to get out of here. We understand that having the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So the Lord put us on the straight and narrow path. So we're the ones that trust him. The world doesn't know Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah. He will make your innocence radiate like the dawn, and the justice of your cause will shine like the noonday sun. And that's the cries of the elect. Because as these days get darker and darker, you think you praying now, you will be praying more and more in depth too. And the Lord's going to be answering more and more and faster, which is going to strengthen the elect. Because you got to remember that every day the Lord's elect is getting stronger. It says, Salakia, I just lost my place. The phone acting up already. It says, for the wicked, this is Psalms 37 and 9. For the wicked will be destroyed. Actually, I need to jump back up. to verse 7. This is Psalms 37, verse 7 NLT. Be still in the presence of Yahweh and wait patiently for him to act. And that's what we doing. The people about to shake up because they seeing the digital system is closing in. You know, Walmart just announced they shutting down stores and they starting these dark Walmarts where you just place a phone call, give them your list, your Christmas list, you know, and they got these individuals that's going to collect this stuff and bring it to your house. It's like DoorDash on steroids. So they setting it up. That's going to be a reason why there's no need to leave your 15-minute city. When you can do everything off your phone or off your chip. And you can stay put right there 15 minutes where you woke up. No need to go outside anymore. Yeah, this thing is about to get serious. And it's going to catch these people off guard because they never thought it was so. They too busy complaining and debating about a conspiracy theory when this thing is happening in real time. This thing is happening in real time. So it says, be still in the presence of Yahweh and wait patiently for him to act. Don't worry about evil people who oppress or fret about their wicked schemes. And that's what Esau's doing. So when we say we ain't worrying about it like that, we report on it. We know what's going to happen, but we know that the angels are here. Yahweh Shah about to make a move. The Lord about to crack this sky. Men are about to get miracles placed in their hands. Spiritual power is in the earth, is activating. So we got the balance to the dark news. These people just gonna have the dark news. We got the balance though. We got the good news. So we ain't worrying about it like that. So it says, and don't fret about the wicked schemes. Stop being angry. Turn from your rage. Do not lose your temper. It only leads to harm. For the wicked will be destroyed. We not out here going to see these people going to lose their temper. These people going about to start banging up shit and breaking things and fighting one another, Egyptian against Egyptian. These people going to be fighting over a morsel of bread. But with us, oh no, we ain't walking in anger. Not like that. Yeah, we're angry and we're frustrated because of the wickedness that's here and who's in rulership, and we're tired. We're tired. The more you know, the more, you know, it's scripture tell you that how's it go? Knowledge. Let me get it real quick. And we're gonna get right into this video. I'm gonna try to I don't want to be too long with this. But I want to get the scripture here. This is one of my favorite. I don't want to butcher it. Because this is what's happening. This is why we're frustrated. This is Ecclesiasticus 1 verse 18. It says, the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish. Both which are the gifts of Yahweh, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge. All right. Oh, this is not it. What's this here? That was good though. Let me see. Patient, the fear of the Lord. It's around here. What is this? Not. Wisdom maketh a wise man mad. That's what I'm looking for. Wisdom maketh a wise man mad. Wise man. Just bear with me for a second. You know, so many scriptures is, you gotta remember. Okay, well, that's a gift. It says, surely, this is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. So we know that when your eyes are open But that's not what I'm looking for. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Here, I was in Ecclesiastes because I was in Sirach. I was supposed to be in Ecclesiastes in the Bible. This is Ecclesiastes 1 verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief. So, you know, in this truth, open your eyes, you get grieved. You know, right? We get that indignation like our big brother Yahushua. Right? But as this unfolds, and you see the Lord is acting on the behalf of his elect, prophecy is playing into our hands. We rejoicing. And we letting the Lord do the work. Let the Lord do the moving. But we do got to suffer what you know. It's like the more your eyes are open, you're carrying a burden. So you don't fit in anymore. The things of Babylon the Great, the way Esau is running the world, don't sit right with you. And that's a good thing. It says, for in much wisdom is much grief. And he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. So the more that you know the right knowledge, which is of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you're increasing your sorrow. But you don't get that confused with what these people about to go through. These people about to show their horns and their teeth, man. Stop being angry. Back in Psalms 37 verse 8. Stop being angry. Turn your rage. Do not lose your temper. It only leads to harm. For the wicked will be destroyed. This is the Lord's promise. We ain't got to sit back. Ooh, man, is the Lord going to do it? Is he going to actually take this man down? That's the people of the world. They don't know what's about to happen. They just see the doors are shutting on them. It says, but those who trust in Yahweh will possess the land. And that's rulership. Soon the wicked will disappear. See, this is the tip we're on right here, man. You hear this? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The Lord said, soon you about to disappear. We're not even going to remember you. The Lord said you're going to fly away like a dream, man. When I awakened, it was like I woke out of a nightmare. I'll tell you that. I think that's Psalms 126, man. We ain't going to believe that we was on the bottom of you damn Edomites and at the bottom of you nations. And we had to serve you. We're not going to remember this rulership. Rome, Greece, the Medo-Persians, Babylon, you won't be honored in the kingdom to come. Well, we ain't going to take no pride in the dangers that went on in this country, man, in the kingdom real soon. That's going to be a thing of the past. Soon the wicked will disappear. Though you look for them, they will be gone. See, this is the tip we on right there. This is what we holding on to. We know the Lord about to fly heads, man. But we know you damn devils about to try to strike. So while we sitting back with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding should be the stability of thy time, the people in the world, they about to flip. Because they are noticing things. And they saying that, hey, something ain't right out here, man. Our movements and what we buy and, what we speaking about is being monitored and tracked. Yeah, that's what these databases are about. And all this stuff will be used against you Americans by your own government.
Walmart know what I'm buying in cash. I got an email from them this afternoon that says, hey, can you rate this product that you purchased recently? And I did purchase that product recently from Walmart. I bought it in cash, right? I walked to the electronics section and bought a USB charging cable with cash and then walked out. And I know that the first, you've already started typing. It's the Walmart app on your phone, you moron. That is a fair assumption. I do not have the Walmart app on my phone. I have never had the Walmart app on my phone. And further, I did not have my phone with me on this trip. Here's how I know I didn't have my phone with me on this trip. I remember specifically talking to the employee in the back at the electronics section and trying to explain specifically which USB connector I was looking for.
Even if you were a
pedestrian, for this
rideshare user, cyclist, or a motorcyclist,
commercials here, man. They throwing on you now, make you watch.
For example, She had no idea her case was.
And I couldn't explain it well, and so I tried to pull my phone out to show the gentleman what I was looking for, and I didn't have my phone on me. And so I had to continue my game of terrible charades and torture this poor guy until he finally was like, well, look, here's what we've got. And then I was able to find what I needed. But the point being, my phone was not on my person. I don't think I even had my headphones on my person. I didn't have any electronic devices on me. So how does Walmart know what I purchased in cash?
I don't know if you're on the side of TikTok.
Yeah, how do you know? You're under heavy surveillance, face recognition. You know, in these computers, they're all reporting back to each other. You know, you got certain things on your debit card. Everything is being tracked. All these chips and everything is linked. The Internet of Bodies. And real soon, men like this, if they not the Lord's elect, they'll be linked through that chip. And then you'll be one with the upgraded system. So imagine you don't even have to think about it. You know, that chip is going to just be reading your mind if you get it in your brain. Or you get it in your hand, you won't have to touch anything. You can just swipe at about maybe 2 or 3 inches away from the cashier, and you can just go about your business. You didn't even have to touch any money or anything. That's where it's going right now. This is the end of the world. But remember, the Lord, we ain't gonna fret. We ain't worried about it because we know that it doesn't stop there. Because that's how the action actually starts. So come on, Eve, push what you got. But all this is gradualism. This is pulling everything together. So this is a beautiful thing that Esau is actually now, he's making a move and he's letting people know that you're being tracked. Everything that you do. They say this iPhone here is snapping like 20,000 pictures a day, something like that, of your face, of all your face movements, expressions, when you get sleepy. So basically from your expressions, it can read your mind. You can do that now. You know, you see somebody's face and you already know what's on their mind or possibly what they're thinking about. So these computers, you know, they're being set up to where they're reading your expressions and they're going to make an assumption. A lot of that shit going to be wrong. A lot of people going to get jammed up behind that AI, man. But yeah, this is where we at.
Walmart bought something cash money, and his Walmart app on his phone asked him to review that item. He also says he did not have his phone on his person when he bought that thing. And I'm never going to be the kind of person that's sort of champing at the bit to dive right into the next stupid conspiracy theory, but the way these companies have been playing in our faces in a way that's kind of terrifying has been going on for a long time. And how they keep looking at us eyeball to eyeball and telling us they're not is frustrating. One time, I was over at my ex-girlfriend's parents' house. She's telling me about this drink. I'm not a drinker. I don't Google drinks. I don't look at drink recipes. I don't ask the internet about drinks. If I'm going out somewhere and I'm going to get a drink, I would order one thing over and over and over again. I'm that consistent. Looking up alcohol on my phone, even talking about alcohol, is not something I do. The specialty drink that she spoke about, she was like, oh, and this is how you make it, and these are the ingredients, and blah, 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 blah. A day and a half later, my phone, everywhere where Google Analytics lives, is feeding me advertisements for that drink every single time. Year and a half later, me and a friend. Now, I want to be clear. I have not had a yard or a needed to mow my grass in 5 years at this time. Me and my friend are talking about lawnmowers because he's in the market for a new one and is trying to weigh, do I just get a service? Do I buy a lawnmower and do it myself? Blah, 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 blah. A day and a half later, I am getting advertisements for local lawn care companies and budget mowers, because budget mowers was one of the things that we discussed while we were walking to the gym about mowing grass. Again, these are two very specific examples that were loud, that hit me in my experience. And I have heard people say the same, and have had experience after experience after experience where things that they never looked up on their phone, that they never searched for, they never watched videos about. There should be literally zero reason anything that they have done on the internet should tell Google Analytics what they are looking for, and it has tried to advertise them. And it's not just parallel thinking, oh, it's just really smart and figures out what you... No, I have heard some really dumb types of things saying why this is the case. And just tell me you're listening to me so you can sell me stuff at this point, and stop lying and pretending that you're not.
I'm trying to listen to me
Yeah, and they
really
listening
closely
and
to
they
reason.
checking out everything, and a lot of this is witchcraft. It's sorcery. You know, that AI, you know, we call it the third witness, you know, but it's on the left-hand side. You know, it's sorcery. You know, and that's gonna be part of this coming down with great wrath on the people. They ain't gonna know how to fight back against this. See, it's cute now. They look, okay, just looking up a lawnmower. That don't seem harmful, right? And it's easy to predict these people moves. If you sit in your car long enough and watch your neighbors, you can predict their moves. That's how simple humans are right now. There's nothing complicated. There's no serious debt with humans, thanks to your school system and churches and shit like that, and these lame conversations and these radio stations. You know, humanity is matter of fact, especially Israel. It says, this is Isaiah 1 verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. The Lord compared Israelites to the two of the dumbest animals, man. And he said, even with that, they know how to get back home, but you don't even know how to get home. That's how low humanity is, starting with the children of light. That even the children of this world are still wiser than the children of light. The being around this black culture is pitiful, man. It's sad and it's pitiful. And it dumbed the nation of Israel down to the lowest common denominator. We're literally worms. Our nation is literally worms. We're down at the bottom of the scum, the bubble gum under the damn shoe. So yeah, this AI technology is gonna look super powerful to a fool that's dumber than an ox in the ass. Yeah, you're gonna swear this is sent by God and he's reading your mind and things like that. But with this AI set up, you know, it's to track your buying habits, your moves. What time you go to sleep, what you wake up, with any drugs that you're on. What's your favorite show? What do you listen to when you first get into your car? How long does it take you to get to work and back? That's why these databases are being built everywhere, because they're collecting all this data on each individual. There's 8 billion people in the world. So yeah, they're gonna need some serious data systems, but they ain't gonna be able to trace everybody. But they damn sure gonna try, and whoever the Lord allow him to get, he gonna get. But like I said, it's cute now because it's a lawnmower. But you wait till some of these people that's looking up these guns and looking up firearms, and right now ain't a good time to be looking into buying weapons, man. Even if you're licensed for a weapon. You know, I had my license for my weapon years ago. It was just like some fun, you know, going to the range, and you know, I was going to get into some armed security, which I never did, you know. But I've since lost that weapon, you know, and I don't even think about any of Esau's weapons and swords, you know. But if you're a man of the Lord right now, like looking into, you know, buying ammunition, this is not a good idea, because that's being flagged. Whether I don't want to hear, oh, it's legal. Look, the Esau don't care about the damn Constitution. You're an enemy of the state. I mean, our warfare is not carnal. We fighting with the spirit. The Lord just said, don't fret. Put your trust in him. It's the time to put the trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because carnally, this shit gonna look crazy, man. Cars moving with nobody in it. Yeah. Shit happening. Doorbells ring. I mean, shit about to get spooky out here, man. So if you ain't got this Holy Spirit and mainly the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua on you, you're gonna lose, and you're gonna lose big. It ain't time to be grabbing no damn gun. right, so it says, all right, so we got that about the ox, but yeah, that's what the Lord compared Jake to, man. But a lot of this is Esau's witchcraft. This is Isaiah 47, verse 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness." This is Esau. He trusted in this technology because he got the upper hand. And the majority of people never saw this coming, and it's moving in pretty fast. Shit, you just wake up tomorrow and the whole system can switch. That's how much they got this infrastructure set up and ready to go. They're only wasting time because the Lord's still doing his sealing out here. He got to seal his elect. But once the elect is sealed, you're going to see Esau move mega fast. He don't need a lot of time when everything is ready to go. Everything and everybody is on the agreements, whether they fully agree or not. This new world order is in full effect and it's coming in strong. "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee." And you're perverted, man. It says, "And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon you suddenly, which thou shalt not know." And that's the Lord fighting back. You ain't ready for the Lord to act. The Lord just told you in Psalm 37, I'm going to act. I'm going to make a move on this man. And it's going to be so beautiful because y'all think you got your thing together, and the Lord is that monkey wrench. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. You're going to have to deal with this fourth dimension, man. This fourth realm, this kingdom that you don't know nothing about. You don't know how serious it's about to get for you Edomites. And your shitty ass robots and AI and whatever you got, satellites ain't no comparison for Yahushua and the angels, man. It says, "Stand now with thy enchantments." See how the Lord said, "I'm coming upon you suddenly." Now you stand up with your enchantments. The enchantments work on the people. Right? These people don't know nothing, man. They ain't got no protection. But those enchantments won't work on the Lord's elect, and it definitely ain't working on these angels. "Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of your sorcery." See? All this stuff is witchcraft, man. It says, "Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou shalt prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counselors." That Vatican ain't working no more. That left-hand prophet, that serpent, the Pope, they ain't working no more, man. Y'all can't even predict the weather the correct way. It's been years since I remember when I was growing up, the weather was accurate. But they was only doing the weather for like 7 days. Now they try to do the weather for like 2-3 weeks, and they be all off. Shit, it's gonna be 50 degrees this Saturday, and we almost in June. That's good. The weather is going backwards because the Lord is shaking this place up. And y'all gonna try to do what the Egyptians did as Yahweh and Yahushua gets closer to planet Earth. Y'all think y'all warlocks and witches are a match for our Father and his Son, and you got no clue that they own that left-hand side. Yahushua created that left-hand side. All the energy, everything that you glory in, all that was created by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. So it says, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save you from these things that shall come upon thee." And they won't be able to. They won't be able to. None of your witches and water, none of your AI, surveilling people, none of that shit going to work, man. It's only going to work on the non-elect. These fools right here.
That these price tags are going electronic now is because they're going to bring in dynamic pricing.
Here we go. More commercials. All right.
Safe. I'll keep one eye on the clock.
Be safe out there.
So Walmart.
Look at the damn tracking device on the car. Yeah, he getting ridiculous with it, man.
So this is a quick story time, guys. How I was almost ripped off at Walmart for $1,968 and some change. This happened very recently. So I go to Walmart and I buy a bunch of stuff. My total came up to $492.05. I get to the checkout counter to pay for my items. They scan everything, we put it in a bag. As I go to pay for my order, there's a power glitch because of a thunderstorm outside. The power went off, but it came right back on within seconds. The guy had me to swipe my card. I swiped my card. It declined for $492.05. And at this time, I know damn well it shouldn't be declining because we know what's in our account, right? We ain't stupid. We know how much money we got. So he had me to swipe the card again, and it declined. He had me swipe the card a third time. The card declined. He rebooted the system, powered it off, powered it back on. I waited like maybe 3 or 4 agonizing minutes because we would have had to take all the stuff back out the bags, put it back on the conveyor, and rescan it, everything again. So after 3 or 4 agonizing minutes waiting on that little system, the card reader to reboot, he had me to swipe my card again, and boom, it went through for $492.05. So something told me to click on my banking app that's on my phone to make sure everything was everything. I clicked on it. It showed 4 transactions within a few minutes apart of $492.05. So as the supervisors come over, I talk to the supervisors. I show them my phone, or I'm on my phone app. I said, there's 4 duplicate payments of this. So every time it declined, it actually went through. So now you got all 4 of these transactions for $492.05 pending. They said, oh no, keep your receipt, bring your receipt back tomorrow. We're going to fully refund it. Even the supervisor was right there, guys. She was right there. She said, don't worry about it. We're going to refund you. Don't lose the receipt. Now, it was raining outside. It was a bad storm. She said, don't get your receipt wet or nothing. So I took the receipt away and put it inside my wallet. I'm going to see if I can find it. And she says, do not lose the receipt under any circumstances. And I kept the receipt. And so she said, come back in 24 hours, and we're going to refund you every single penny of the duplicate transactions. Here's the receipt right here. 24 hours later, I go back to Walmart. The same people are there. I stop off at the line of the sales associate who rung me up. And he addressed me as $492.05. I said, I'm glad that you remembered me. I said, I'm back to get my money. He said, well, you got to go to customer service. I go over to customer service. We got 2 supervisors over there talking to me, saying, well, you got to call your bank. There's nothing that we can do about it. But the day before, those same people were around the register because I made a commotion about all the duplicate transactions that came out of my account. And they all said the same thing. But 24 hours after I go back to Walmart, everybody got a whole different story. The energy is off. Now they're saying Walmart's not going to pay you. We don't have anything to do with that. You have to take that up with your bank. Moral to the story is my bank did file a dispute. I got my money back refunded within 24 hours. Even though all 4 of those transactions of $492.05 still posted, my bank paid me the money back. So I would have been out of $1,968 and some change if it was not from my bank. So guys, do not trust the word of those Walmart employees, man. When you go there telling you come back tomorrow,
you can see
that's all about.
the system is faulty, man. Everything is falling apart. And this is why people are going to lose their mind. This is why people are going to lose their mind. Because things just like what you just heard. See, all this is happening, because Esau putting, you can see a thunderstorm. He said the thunderstorm was outside. Can shut down your system. The Lord can shut down Esau's system at will just with a few hurricanes, a tsunami, an earthquake. The Lord can put a stall in your New World Orders, man, and collapse these systems without one bullet flying. Oh, y'all about to really see who Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is, who we serve, our Father and the Son. And it's going to be brutal. But yeah, you see that. So as you out here moving around, it behooves you too, First of all, say your prayers. Before you get out your car, door, pray, but do your due diligence. Look at your receipts. Go on your app. Something that don't seem right, the Spirit is telling you, act on it. Because they pulling out all kind of tricks. Things are happening because we getting close. And it's another reason why this is going to happen right here. This is Isaiah 19 verse 2 NLT. I will make Egyptians fight against Egyptians. Brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor. City against city, province against province. See that? The Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will plead with their idols for wisdom and call on spirits, mediums, see? Because this place is ran by witchcraft. And those who consult the spirits of the dead. And I will hand Egypt over to a hard, cruel master who we believe this is Donald Trump right here. A fierce king will rule them, say Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah of the heavenly armies. And everything is lining up. Everything is falling right in place, man. So it's set for these Egyptians to pop. Once they find out they're being monitored, you see it was a tracking device on a cart. This man ain't playing, he ain't pulling no punches. And at the same time, everybody's losing their job. Jobs are just floating away. You wake up in the morning, you go to work, at least you think you're going to work, and you getting a pink slip, or you got an email saying no need to come in this morning. We giving you your last 2-day notice. Pack your stuff and thank you for working here. So people are on the edge as Esau is snooping around. So it's about to get serious. Let me play this other video I got here. One second.
Download Robinhood to get started.
But yeah, this thing is happening, man.
$39 per month. Full
Come on.
coverage auto insurance.
Okay.
The only catch is that you need to have 0 DUIs in the last 5 years.
One time,
All right.
they can deliver.
Let me see this here.
So Walmart has just issued a major warning that is going to impact every single Walmart shopper out there. If you're one of them, you need to watch this video. And if you do not shop at Walmart, you should still watch this video. But because what Walmart has just done is going to send a ripple effect across the entire retail industry and grocery industry as well. Look at this. It says Walmart removes self-checkouts as theft hits record highs. It says a survey. Rising theft numbers and fresh legislation are pushing retailers to rethink self-checkout. Not only is Walmart reconsidering self-checkout, they've already considered it. They are removing it in many stores. Certain locations will have some self-checkout, but the majority are going to see them dwindle down or completely go away. That is huge. This is also something that many people were pushing back against, saying that you are using self-checkout, but the workers are not making any more money, and yet you're laying off hundreds or thousands of people as a result. Now, we're starting to reverse things, but it doesn't mean those workers are coming back. Don't expect those people that were laid off for these self-checkout machines that they're coming back, because actually it's something completely different, which I'll address in a moment. But look at this right here, okay? It says Walmart layoffs, 1,000 corporate jobs cut as self-checkout fades. Self-checkout is going away. We already know that. We've been talking about it for the past, couple of years, but now it's getting very interesting, where not only is self-checkout, going away in Walmart, but we're seeing some stores doing something completely different. They're offering rewards and bonuses and benefits if you order items from their store, but yet you never come in. Now, what exactly am I talking about? Well, look at this right here. It says Walmart's new dark stores risk changing self-checkout lines and limits. What's a dark store? Well, I want to read this to you, okay? Look at this right here. It says, called dark stores, these new Walmart locations are completely unmarked and not open to the public. It says rather than inviting customers in, these stores primarily see Walmart employees exiting with carts stacked high with products, per the Times. These so-called Walmart depots are only accessible by gig workers fulfilling grocery delivery orders through Walmart's Spark delivery app. At least 3 depots are already open in Dallas, New Jersey, and Arkansas, with potential future locations coming to New York, California, and Virginia.
Yeah, this is how
This
is how the new world looks. This is how it looks. You don't go nowhere. Robots, you best believe they're gonna have robots packing those carts and taking those orders, man, and all kind of display lines. And then they're gonna use self-driving cars. Oh man, listen, the Lord gotta take this man down, which he will. We read it in Songs 37. The Lord will. Everything is about timing, but you just see this place is a mess. This whole new world order thing, it's a mess. But this is gonna play into the 15-minute cities. That shit ain't no need to go out. Why? Because I can just place an order, swipe my chip, or give my chip number, whatever they're gonna ask for over the phone, and I sit back and they bring everything to my house. I got my universal basic income or high income, whichever one, whatever tax bracket you fall in. Ain't no more jobs. They shutting down all the malls. So everything was pushed online for a reason. So as you can see, yes, the fix is in. This is how it looked. And there was a saying in the stock market, wherever Walmart go, everybody else goes. That's how big Walmart is in the market space. So if Walmart doing it, what do you think everybody else gonna do? They gonna follow suit. And like, this is springing up. This is new to a lot of people, right? They hearing this for the first time, like, what? That's just like when you wake up in the morning, you hear your bank account is on zero. You got to come down. You might have to put this chip in your hand at the bank, or you got to go to a local chipping store. That thing is just going to spring up on people. You ain't even going to have a time to get your mind made up, because everybody's going to be moving so fast and so pushy. And this grace time, this grace period is going to be over. The action has started. See, people think that it's going to be just, you know, these videos going out, reading a couple scriptures. Yeah, we know the scriptures. We know the scriptures. But see, you ain't planning for this to go away. These warnings. And the action is right in front of you. Now, what you was told, you got to face with a serious decision. This when people going to shit in their pants. This is when it's going to get real. So this is 2nd Ezra 4:36. And unto these things Uriel the archangel gave them answer and said, even when the number of seed is filled in you, for he have weighed the world in the balance, and this world is going according to the balance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the timing. The timing can't be no better, man. In the grand scheme of things, when you look at everything and step back and look at everything, this is perfect timing for all this to be happening. This is perfection. Only a God can make something like this go down. And not even the elites know they playing into prophecy's hand. But this timing can't be more perfect, because it's done by the Lord. By measure have he measured the times. So these times are measured. There's no hour, second, or minute getting away from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Everything is clocked. If you think Esau is surveilling you, what do you think the Lord is doing? There's a scripture that says, Yahweh's eyes, which are the angels, are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. The Lord is reading your thoughts. He's putting the thought in our heads to speak. The Lord is using me right now as a tool to speak. These are not my words. That's how powerful the God we serve, and we know that. We know that. We're privy to this. What gives us power. So Esau don't know he's just the vessel being used, like all the other kingdoms. They about to fly away. What song said that you should look for this man? Like, what the hell? Where is he? And you're not even gonna consider him, man. You're not even gonna consider this mess, AI and computers and nuclear bombs. You're not gonna consider this shit. That's how drastic it's about to get out here, man. Our Lord is coming. The time is short, but you will see people turning up, man. So by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. And he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled, which that all the prophecies. And what's the main measure we looking for fulfillment? Right? Because time dictates prophecy. The MOTB, the mark of the beast, the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast come with a system that collapses. That's why it's so exciting. They won't start chipping people until they can run the chip and look at all of this, everything we just looked at. The videos, the computers, the system, everything is geared up to run you and your chip in their new world order. This is the said measure that we've been looking for. This is the appointed time. So this is the time. So with us, we not sitting back. Ooh, we know you're going to get it. We know you're going to get it. And it's juicy. And every day you wake up, you're coming closer and closer to your slavery, man. Your downfall. Where you lose. You lose and we win. So, hey, I just wanted to blow the trumpet on that. This man is watching, listening, peeping. You know, Esau's a peep freak. He's peeping at everything you're doing. You know, so these videos, they are laced with all kind of bots. And man, this free speech stuff, forget about it. The famine of the word is about to hit. We don't know how long Esau going to sit and keep looking at these videos and hearing these scriptures until the Lord say enough is enough. And he just going to wipe he going to filter this whole internet, man. YouTube going to look different icon. They might even fucking stash it from certain people on your phone. They can take apps off your phone and move them around at their will. They control this whole system, man. You don't own nothing. You have nothing. Unless you got Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. So time is short. And right there, time is short. This man is about to make a move and good. The devil's going to come down with great wrath because he knoweth he has a short time, giving all the praise, honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shal Yash Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation Israel. We almost out of here, Akim. We almost home with our Lord Yahweh Shai. Stay strong. Shalom.